Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, to this collective reading for all about what is going to happen in 2026, in this new year. And this is a timeless reading, so it will find you when you are meant to see it, but it's especially meant to find you at the beginning, just before the beginning of a new year. So right off, we have two cards. I had only meant to take one, but two came out. So that means these are very closely tied together. So the theme is for this next year for you, for this collective, is happiness. This is, oh, sorry, I hope you can't hear the wind that's really howling outside. I think we have another storm blowing in, but I will take that as confirmation. This is a year where you're going to find happiness, but maybe I'm feeling like it's not in a way that you might immediately expect. We have Shambhala in the Himalayas. And then the other card that came is the card of truth, with the Cherokee talking stick tradition. So right off the bat, this happiness is going to come via truth. So this is staying true to yourself, acknowledging truths, and then it's like the truth will set you free type of deal. This truth is what will lead to happiness. And it may be a truth that you don't see yet, but it is a truth that you will realize was there all along. That's what I'm getting here. And this is going to lead to a very profound sense of happiness. So according to the Cherokee tradition, the talking stick, the people sit around in a circle and each person holds the stick. And that is when they have the chance to speak their truth. And everyone else around listens. They don't interrupt, whether they agree or disagree. They don't interrupt, and they let the person speak their truth. So I feel like this card it's calling us to look inward and find these truths that maybe we're not seeing right now. But when we do see them and acknowledge them, and I think in many of our cases, we will be called to speak them, speak our truth. And that is what's going to lead to happiness for this next year. Let's get some more clarification on speaking our truth. Can we get a message for this collective? We have the King of Pentacles. With the Ten of Wands, I feel like many of you feel like you're carrying a heavy burden, and it has to do with whatever this truth is. This truth that is meant to set you free, but it's so oftentimes we can't see that right away, and we feel like this is a burden, a heavy, heavy burden. So it's something that we need to go inward and acknowledge it and speak it. And I think for some of us, we may not even know what it is. How can we acknowledge what we don't know? And that can feel like a burden. We also have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like this is the overall energy of this collective for this next year. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, this is the King of Pentacles vibe. The King of Pentacles has it all together. This is who you truly are, my collective. This is who you truly are. That's the truth here. That is the truth. But it's so hard for us to see it sometimes because maybe our external circumstances at the moment don't show that. But this is who we really are inside. We also have the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like with this group, with the King of Pentacles, I feel like this is a group that is very efficient with their resources. This is a group, this collective plans ahead, saves, and is very careful about overspending. I feel like this is even touching on health matters too. This is a group who takes very good care of their health and takes very good care of their finances. But I also feel like it's to the point where maybe we don't realize the resources we have. Like we're stuck in this, oh, there isn't enough. We have to really watch it and hold on to it so that it doesn't get taken away from us, or that we don't make silly decisions. And I feel like this is also with our health as well. Maybe it's oh, I can never have desserts, or, obviously follow your doctor's advice and take care of yourself. But every so often, all things in moderation. If you are someone who's very good about following your diet and you want a small slice of chocolate cake or whatever that is, you can have it. It's okay, because that's not your normal routine. That's just a little treat. I'm hearing recognize the resources you have. You have more resources than you recognize. And it's not to be reckless. This is a group that is not, this is not a reckless group. Let's see what else we have. Get some more clarification. Ooh, let's see, how many cards is that? That's a lot, but let's take them. So we have the Emperor. I feel like this is very much tied to the King of Pentacles. Again, this is very masculine energy, but it doesn't matter what your gender is. this is the overall energy. So I feel like this 2026 is going to be a year of action for this collective. It's going to be a time to take action. And it's going to be a time to realize the truths within us. And one of these truths is we actually have more than we realize. We are capable of more than we realize. We are the King of Pentacles. We are the Emperor. And this is going to be a time when this burden of maybe feeling like we don't have enough, we were not good enough, or whatever this, I feel like this is tied to resources. And again, this, because it's a general reading, it could be tied to finances, or it could also be tied to health specifically. But this burden is this feeling like we don't have enough. And we don't see ourselves as an emperor. We don't see ourselves as the King of Pentacles. My goodness. See, the wind is howling. Confirmation there. So we have the Seven of Cups. So, yes, this is confirmation here too. We have more resources. We have more choices than we are seeing. And that's part of the burden, is we feel like we're stuck. We feel like we can't get ahead, but we actually have more choices. And see, she's checking, oh, which drink will I have? This is a mindset shift, of a perspective shift, of seeing that we have far more options than we know. And then we also have the Nine of Cups. I always think of the Nine of Cups as a wish coming true. So maybe this is a wish that you have, that you wish would come true. I love that it's at the time this is going to be released, I think it's going to be Christmas Day, and look, it has a Christmas tree on it. That's pretty cool. I feel like there is a wish that maybe we feel like we can't have, because we're still working on this, seeing ourselves in this Emperor, King of Pentacles role, because maybe in the past we've never been that before. We've never been in that position in the physical realm. I feel like spiritually, this is who this collective is. So I'm feeling like too, with this Nine of Cups falling, I just happened to place it. I didn't even think about how I was placing it. But with it falling in between this happiness and truth, this is a wish that you have, a wish to be able to speak your truth. And that's what this next year is going to be about. And in speaking your truth, maybe it could be speaking openly about a wish that you've had, and maybe you've kept it to yourself because for whatever reason, maybe you think it's asking too much with this Four of Pentacles. Oh, I can't have that. But you can, because you're the Emperor and you're the King of Pentacles. And this is, of course, given that, it's not something that's hurting others. The Emperor and the King of Pentacles, a healthy Emperor and King of Pentacles, they don't desire things that hurt others. So this is a desire that you have that is a pure desire, and it's a desire that leads to your happiness. This is tied to your happiness. So I feel like this is a matter of speaking your truth, speaking up for the things that you want. Maybe you've had this burden of keeping all of your desires inwardly. Maybe it could be as simple as, oh, what drink should I order? Well, I don't want to order this because, well, it's too expensive, or I don't want to order that because this person doesn't like that drink. I'm just throwing out random examples. This is a general reading. But I think this is going to be a time of speaking up for the things that you want. And it's about less of the divine feminine and moving more into a divine masculine era. Because we can't always have this divine feminine energy. We can't always have this divine masculine energy. There has to be checks and balances, right? And I feel like this is going to be a year where the pendulum is swinging toward action, toward a more masculine, going for it, setting goals, making plans, because you're good at this. With this Four of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, you're very good at making plans, setting goals, and achieving those goals. And this is about playing to your strengths. There certainly are times where we should step back and, let the universe unfold. Sometimes we do have to let go, right? But this is not going to be one of those times. This is not going to be one of those years overall. I would like to invite you to let us know in the comments, what is the action that you are going to take in 2026? This is part of speaking your truth. Speak your truth in the comments and let us know, so that we can support each other, and you will be taking that first step toward your happiness, toward this year of happiness, toward this year of finally having your wishes come true, having some of the things that you want, and maybe you've been too afraid to go after them. But this is the time to do so. So let us know in the comments. That's your first step. Take the first step and let us know. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you found this insightful, and I will see you in the next reading.